versus Tonto podcast.
And this is I'm curious to know how you think it tastes.
This is top 5 for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See, my brother and my dad both are in the auto industry, the collision. You know what I mean?
Bodywork.
Industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about running teams that do these types of repairs. And the paint that they always used is DuPont.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? That's like one of them. At least back in the day. I don't know if my brother does now. They maybe got something else. But Pops back in the day, they had like, I would go to their paint booth. My dad would give me little jars of like touch-up paint to use to paint on stuff. And that was always a DuPont. So that's the first thing that my mind thinks about when it like sees this word DuPont. And then it's wild because I could like close my eyes and that's what I would imagine that paint would taste like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some like fennels and different flavors going on from the farmhouse. You know, classic for these type of beers.
It like, tastes like a chemistry set.
DuPont is a chemical company. That's why they call it Saison DuPont.
Yeah, it's got to be. What does DuPont mean, Eric?
It's a family name.
DuPont previously devised as DuPont, or DuPont. Do that. Of the bridge.
Of the bridge. Would you look at that? Suspension.
Hold on, you gotta find the real one. Slang.
Yeah, look up DuPont. Oh, DuPont slang in Urban Dictionary.
The company started in Delaware by a French dude named DuPont. What a surprise. That's stupid.
Yep.
My dad was laid off by DuPont Pharmaceutical when Bristol brought it up.
Yeah. So is DuPont Terps part of the same family?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But I don't know. It could be the same people.
This definitely ain't on my top 5, but it's cool.
What are your top 5 beers?
Top 5 beers right now off the top of my head in no particular order. Okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Whatever's available, I guess. I guess I'm not that picky when it comes to beer.
Hi-ho, Silver!
Sophia? Nothing. That was you.
That's another beer at least.
That at least you were close. Wrong country, right? Language category, I guess. A country. No. No. Can't hear you.
Oh yeah, you gotta turn the volume up on me. Yeah.
That helps.
It'll help sometimes.
Yeah, we got the intern in here tonight.
Hell yeah.
Sitting on the 1s and 2s. Eric's going through it. He's going to be actually joining us tonight while the intern runs the boards. Justin went back and forth 3 times trying to decide which beer to choose.
Yeah.
But I think we're going with Martha is what your choice was?
I mean, I guess, which would you go with? Martha, or would you go with the hoppy one?
Well, I'm most curious
The hip hop.
about
That's how skater kids used to make fun of me in high school. They go, or middle school and stuff too. They'd be like, you like the hippity hop? What are you, a hippity hop?
What are you, a hippity hop?
Yeah, they would say
You're
something
like,
like
I
that.
don't know. What'd you tell him?
I'm like,
I don't know. I don't think so.
rock on, dude.
And that's how you made fun of that.
Basically, it's great. What the jokes weren't hitting, but I
You're
mean,
like, fuck you
I don't know.
in fuck your sign language and Bell's palsy.
yeah, them skater kids were mean to me, boy. I was probably mean to them back for what it's worth, but
Yeah.
we didn't get along very well all the time. But even though I did try to skate, maybe that's what it was. I remember they used to think I was a poser. Like, I'm a poser, bud. It's 6th grade. This is when you start. What the hell?
You guys didn't get your skateboards from Target?
They just came out, I thought. I didn't even know the skating existed until I saw Dylan with one a day ago or something. Whoever this Lasley name is.
Lasley.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Lasley, right?
Yeah, I finished elementary school at Lasley, so I started in College View, which is a different culture, of course.
Yeah, I went to Lasley.
That was weird.
Yeah, I was there too. We were probably only there at the same time for maybe a year, 2 years? 2 years maybe? Are you a grade ahead or 2 grades ahead of me?
Great, I think.
Yeah, so
A long time ago, boy.
I think I was there in 5th grade.
Once we graduate, we're all the same age.
Until like 30.
And then everybody's kids. Then they're all kids. Oh, that kid over there? You mean that 45-year-old dude? I know a kid when I see one.
Yikes, Spikes.
Hey, get out of here.
All right. Well, so are you gonna join us, Eric, or what's going on?
What's the beer on my ticket?
We're going to drink the Luna on the cast tonight. But you're welcome to have any of the other ones.
All right. Yeah. Whatever.
But we'll talk about this one.
All right. Let's talk about this one then when the time comes. Well, I think right now the time is for our
Are you coming in?
special guest host.
I gotta turn my mic on.
We got a... God damn it. What is this intern's name even?
We do got to give Eric an intern name.
Well, he's fucking up. He didn't even get the microphone going.
Yeah.
They didn't even get the microphone going. I don't know anything about this person. Well,
I don't know what to call him. That's a good one. He's definitely all over the place today, though, which is okay. It's all right, kids. Eric's going to Tokyo.
to Tokyo. Eric is working in Tokyo?
Yeah, I think so.
Man,
I think he's
big time stuff. How long do you think the flight is to Tokyo?
fucking like 13 hours or something.
13 hours
I don't
in a
know.
plane.
I'm imagining, but I have no idea. But
Oh. I feel naked. I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't see levels or anything.
Yeah,
yeah, all of a sudden you got to be engaged.
That's just crazy. Y'all look at the viewer count all the time?
Yeah,
there's a
This
viewer
is
count?
stressful.
yeah.
Oh.
There's 492 people watching right now.
Oh, shit.
How does that feel?
That's crazy. Can we get...
Oh, we just lost 399 of them.
Oh,
I was going to say, can we get
Can we get to
420?
500?
I only want 420 consistently for the entire thing. I also don't have headphones, so my bad on if I'm too loud or not.
No, I think you sound cool. You sound good in my ears.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us how Eric sounds in the chat so we know.
Hell yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
actually, let's do this then real quick since we were all sitting down here. It's about 7:58. We're a little late today. Sorry about that, y'all. Mostly my fault, but in any case, 7:58. June 4th, 5th.
No. 5th.
God damn. June 5th, 2024. My name is Justin. To my far left, your far right, that's going to be Steven.
Hey, what's up?
Not in front of us, sitting in the middle of us, messed my whole cadence up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is always Eric.
What up, what up?
I will be
episode
doing
60.
the sound effects tonight since
yeah.
the intern hasn't learned that yet, so I'll just be doing that for y'all.
Oh, my
Hell
bad.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
And this is
couldn't
Lone Ranger
teach-
vs. Tonto up in this motherfucker, episode 62. Eric does Tokyo.
Eric does Tokyo.
Oh, I fucked up with the title. I said Eric goes to Tokyo.
God damn it.
Fuck, my bad.
Eric goes to Tokyo?
damn it.
Yeah, that was me, though, because that was my first
That was the
idea.
original one?
And then we fixed it with Eric does Tokyo,
Uh-huh.
which I almost forgot right now.
And
Mm,
whatever.
Well,
that's unfortunate.
Eric goes to Tokyo.
I'll just have to go back another time then.
Eric
That
does
sucks.
Tokyo twice.
Part two.
You know, part of the trip, I was like looking into it, and I found a video on TikTok that's like this little a harbor town that I was like, that looks cool. There's like a park that has like a view of Mount Fuji. I was like, I'm gonna go there, so I booked a hotel there. I was looking into it today, and it apparently was like the biggest red light district in like Japan for a while. So I'm like, that's crazy.
So
So
you're
is it-
gonna do Tokyo.
Apparently,
Tokyo Harbor, at least.
Shoot. Shoot. But it has. So you're telling me, though, that gentrification has hit Japan, too?
absolutely. Yep.
Huh.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna just ruin their economy.
Oh, you're the gentrification going to Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying more that there's a hotel that's got like an internet website in a past district. Like there's some pretty shitty parts of our town that used to be like that there's fancy hotels in now, you know? And how long ago was this? Like last year? Like pandemic?
Week.
No, that was like 200 years ago.
Oh, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, no.
It's probably awesome.
Right now, it's just a residential town and like a couple of like, just like touristy stuff, but like that's about it. Nothing too crazy.
And so,
what-
all right. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I
No,
kind of
I'll
want.
go.
I want to rewind for a second because I think Steve has got a quick rundown and I got a little bit longer rundown, but I don't feel like it was that much longer. How about these motherfuckers probably don't know what's going on? Will you explain in as many details as you're allowed how you snorted cocaine off of Joe Biden's son to get tickets to Tokyo?
Just what
that
you
was,
can tell us.
That was documents that were supposed to be private, so I don't know where you got that from. Like
Allegedly.
allegedly got that from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this whole shit's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, no. So, yeah, this came from an opportunity. There's a program that helps undocumented professionals, so above like college age, because that's typically where the programs kind of end for like those resources, but specifically focusing on DACA, where they take this trip for educational purposes, because to be able to leave the country, you got to apply for this thing called advanced parole, which just means that you can come back in. And for that, it's tough because you either need to have like a medical procedure to go to for work, for education, or for humanitarian reasons. But that's typically like if family members like sick or dying or like passed, like to go see their grave. So this program just kind of focuses on that specific community and being able to provide access to travel through an education purpose. Heard about it from like a friend of a friend. I was like, damn, that sounds tight. So I reached out to them, and I'm gonna be doing a documentary with them for this trip that's coming up to Japan in fucking on Monday. Program starts on Monday. I'm gonna be there on Sunday.
So what's the program doing in Japan?
So it's just education. So it's for the first week we're gonna be touring Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. So like
Nice.
bigger like areas, more historical areas specifically, and then just kind of learning about.
And you're
it.
going to be filming.
Yep, be doing a documentary for them, because so much of the narrative that's based around like immigration is either like focused on specifically Mexico, Venezuela. Right now, there's just all these weird little pockets that are a part of the conversation. So this program was created to be able to expand the conversation about immigration to a broader community, because there's members that are from like different parts of the world. DACA is open to like anybody that was just brought here to the U.S. as a child. So it's kind of opening up that opportunity.
All right, so then rewind if you can, if you're allowed, I guess. But I think it would be beneficial to hear precisely, maybe not precisely, but essentially how you, like what you said when you reached out. Like, how did you reach out to them and what did they say? Like, what happened? Because you just said it like, oh, I reached out to them and now I'm going to Tokyo. And it's like, was there any more to it to that, or can I just call them and I can go to Tokyo too?
So it's an application process. The whole thing, because AP takes a couple of months for it to come in. You have to send the application. You have to send all of this evidence to be like, okay, this is where I'm going. This is the reason that I'm doing it. Here's all of the paperwork kind of proving it. So for this educational trip, we had like the itinerary and all that stuff. But no, it's just gonna be mostly focusing on like just that, doing that documentary for them.
Hell yeah.
Which is gonna be tight.
And you reached out and told them specifically about it. Asked like you were like, hey, I'm on DACA and I would like to document. I'd like to document this Tokyo trip.
Rejected.
And I'm out.
I'd like to document this. That's a good one. Fuck you guys.
I hear the laughing and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta bring the levels down. It's so far away. That sounds about right.
Such a jerk. Oh boy, the 4 people listening, I hope that didn't hurt your ears. Cause
Oh man.
like I said,
Anyways, so you just told them you wanted to document this, or they were like, hey, we noticed in your application you've got video training. Will you do this thing?
So it was like just a meeting that I had with them to kind of talk about it.
Did you pitch
Just
them or
that.
they pitched you?
Pitch them the idea of like doing the documentary, because a big part of the program is specifically like it's this educational part up front, but the second part of the program is what they call ethnography. So that's either that is an opportunity to either stay in Japan for a little bit longer to learn about like the culture a little bit more, or to be able to travel back home and like experience the culture that way. So it's just kind of like running it in that way.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
one of my dogs is really sad that Eric's leaving,
Hell yeah.
and so you might be hearing some monster noises in the background.
I mean, I'm
Yep,
not.
there went one.
I'm
It
excited
sounds like
for
a
you.
squeaky toy.
For what it's worth, so it sounds like you then, you reached out to them with the idea, and then they obviously agreed, and then there were some kind of terms that had to be done. I assume you're doing it. Are you doing it like pro bono? Is that what they call it when you just do it to do it, or is it like in exchange for the trip kind of thing, or is it like you're just accepted into the program for what it is, but you'll be filming since you have this really dope idea? And for what it's worth, Eric is absolutely overqualified for a simple thing like that in a technical sense, but in the opportunity sense, it's super tight.
Super.
Yeah, no, I am a fellow of the program, so I'm part of the program, working as part of the group that's heading out there, and it's gonna be just recording that documentary while I'm out there.
Yeah. So
How much time are you spending doing that, and how much time do you get to experience Japan?
It's a week for the program. I get there on the 10th. Fucking the international dateline has me all fucked up. I get there on the 10th. I don't know. I think it's their time. And then it's a week for the program up to the 18th, and then I have till the 24th to make my way back to the airport, because the program ends in Osaka, Kyoto, which is down there. But so I have like that extra week of just kind of make my way back to Tokyo and the airport and all that.
So what's the plan for that week?
Slowly make my way up, get lost a little bit. Stay in Kyoto for a day or two, and then make my way down to the red light district and what was the red light district, Yoshiwara, and then heading up to Tokyo and just kicking it there, because I'm terrified of missing the flight. You know, they got a sick ass infrastructure, and I can take a train for about like 17 cents. It ends up being like 80 cents or something like that from
Inflation.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But no, I like it's really far distance for like $80, like 80 cents. Like it's crazy. This is what they have over there.
tight. So
Like real public transportation systems.
so do
bullet
you
train.
have a? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the bullet train terrifies me.
Oh yeah, but is that the train?
That is one of the trains. That's
You're gonna do the bullet train, right?
yeah. The bullet train is the big one that goes from like
It's
kind
like
of top to down.
200, 300 miles an hour or something.
240 something miles an hour. Yeah.
What scares you about that?
That's fast, Steven.
Plane goes twice that speed.
Fucking.
I've been on a plane one time. That still terrifies me too.
Yeah. You got 14 hours of terror ahead of you.
Yeah.
Is it going to feel like that, or are you
Is it
pretty
really 14
okay?
hours, or am I making that up?
It's 12 hours direct from here.
God damn.
It's 12 to 13, and that's assuming no weather issues. Right now is in Japan. There's an unofficial fifth season of that's kind of like the monsoon season. It's just raining all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's
there's
gonna
probably
be
a
fun
chance
for your
that it's gonna be
documentary.
a little bit delayed. Yeah, fucking A, man. Gotta carry all my stuff and make sure that it doesn't get wet.
You'll be all right. Forrest Gump had to carry Bubba back through Vietnam. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget that.
I've seen that movie. Don't ask me any specifics about it, but I've seen that movie.
So whenever I travel, I usually have some like objectives, some targets. What are yours for Japan? Eat this, drink that, go here, go there, see this, take a picture of that.
I
Fucking
mean,
nerd.
so the part of the program is real organized in a sense. So it's very blocked out. This is exactly what we're gonna do from this time. So I'm like,
Israel?
I'm doing the opposite side of what?
Is that what you said?
I heard Israel too. I'm trying
you
to
say Israel?
piece the puzzle
I
together.
mean,
What
you
do you-
been say Tokyo? You said Israel.
What?
Just now, you were like, Israel is like set up, and like we were like, what?
It's real.
Oh, it's real set up.
I thought it was somebody's name. I was like, Israel setup?
Come on, y'all.
yeah,
Is that a Japanese name?
YouTube thought you said Israel too, and now we just got all our ads blocked, and we're not gonna make no money from this episode.
God damn it. Free Palestine.
Israel is great
Palestine.
at genocide.
But yeah, no, that's the second week that I'm gonna be just traveling, and it's mostly just kind of getting lost and experiencing the culture.
Hell yeah.
Just trying to like walking around because
But what is that to you? Is that like to eat their food, to like sleep with their people? Like, what does experiencing their culture mean?
All the above. Eric does Tokyo.
no, the one thing I do want to experience is and I'm really hoping that it happens because it's either the first Friday or the second Friday of the month. I'll be there the second Friday of the month for Shibuya Crossing. They usually do like low rider cruise.
Oh no shit.
I want to see the
Japanese
Lolos up there. Yeah, that's what I want to experience.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a must see. That's a target.
I found a store out there that looks exactly like us, like just any store off of like Federal. That's like,
Oh yeah, 8 Sports.
yeah.
Gen X. They got some Gen X out there.
Exactly like that, like all like the black and white like little bags with like Marilyn Monroe and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
they got like the Pachuco hats and shit.
Do
I'm
their
like,
mannequins have the fake butts too?
Oh yeah.
Do they give their mannequins BBLs?
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
they
good
do.
question. You think they do out there
Oh yeah, they got to. It's part of the you can't be a cholo with.
with a little
Yeah,
booty?
I mean, I guess you can. You could be a little chola, like oh. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
You know what I mean? I guess.
oh, Eric is on your target. Tokyo Chola. Like,
I mean, not specifically.
you trying to
but
fall in love in
like,
Japan?
Damn. Is that what this is?
Wild. I mean,
Watching a lot of animes lately, boy. Is there anime about a Mexican dude who goes to Tokyo and falls in love with a chola?
nah.
Are you sure? Because I feel like you about to write this one.
I don't think I watch
Title.
enough to know that specifically. There might be. I don't know.
Maybe that one's yours.
That could be it.
Yeah, maybe this documentary should be in comic book style. Like, sorry, I'm just kidding.
Hard.
This is a moving
Anime.
comic book. It's like Spider-Verse, but the Eric verse.
Fuck, that'd be tight. Yeah, no, the fun part about it
The
is like,
Arredondo
for the
verse.
documentary, I'm barely even in it.
What's verse in Spanish? How would you translate like the suffix verse? Spider-Verse, universe, right?
How do you say universe in Spanish?
Well, that'd be universo, but
Verso?
maybe.
Arredondo verso.
Arredondo
Maybe.
verso?
I think
Alright.
that's your comic book name.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As long as I get a BBL on that in that comic book, I'm good.
You got to, I heard. Else you'll just be like, eh.
All right, so hold on. So you're barely gonna be in it, but you should absolutely vlog it.
Yeah, no, that's the.
And then give somebody else all the footage and let them make a documentary about the documentary. And then you can film that guy and you can make a documentary about the documentary that was about your documentary.
And then sell it to the metaverse.
There is there's a documentary on Peacock about a guy that wanted to make a documentary about writing a book about the book being about discovering that his wife was cheating on him.
Dude.
And that he apparently discovered this like prostitution ring. It didn't really happen. It was all made up in his mind. The whole thing is crazy. Don't ask me the name.
Yeah, that's what you'll be doing a documentary. And it'll be a serious, legit documentary about this program. It'll be a documentary. And
Is that the goal for the episode? Just trying to make it over?
that's just a fun one, okay? Just fucking A. Look, I've used it 2 different ways this time.
Strike
okay?
2.
I'm telling
Strike
you.
2.
A documentary. It's the same thing, but it's different. Okay? And then there could be like Eric Does Tokyo, a Jola story.
See that one? I'm down for that one.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm down for that.
I like that name. Leaves a lot
yeah.
up to like, what do you mean? Is Eric a chola now? Or
Yeah.
is there a chola involved with Eric's life now? And are they from Japan?
No, I'm a
So many questions that we have about how Eric will do Tokyo. And we
the video is fuck. I know what she says. I can't remember the name, but she's doing her eyebrows and she's like, "While you're in the pinta, I'ma hold it down." You ever seen that?
No, but it sounds like
I'll pull it up and I'm on the complete opposite of.
Is it a LA Chola or is it New Mexico Chola? Because I follow Little Baby Dreamer, and she always does shit like that.
Who's that one girl that rolls like every word she says?
No, that's not that. Little Baby Dreamer from the 505. I'm gonna teach you Rucas how to put your eyebrows way up here, eh? But she didn't. And so she put. Oh no! You know what she does? Is she pulls her bandana over her real eyebrows and then draws her new eyebrows under the. Oh, it's fucking funny. And she does. And dude, she's fucking hilarious. Anyways, that's what that reminds me. Shout out to Little Baby Dreamer from the 505. Oh yeah.
Well, Eric, what else are you feeling about Japan? Are you nervous?
Yeah, absolutely terrified. This is my second time on an airplane.
Okay.
First time leaving the country. About third time actually like traveling anywhere, like realistically. So like,
For sure. Well,
first time traveling longer than like 2 days. So
I'm crossing my fingers you get on an Airbus, because you know.
You need a little space.
No. Airbus is the other
Oh, you're talking about the
manufacturer.
older one.
No.
Oh, Airbus is a different manufacturer.
Yes.
Oh, because the new Boeings are wild.
Airbus
right
hasn't
now.
had a problem in years and years and years, it seems like. And Boeing,
allegedly taking out there's people.
and so I was on a Boeing my last flight that I was on, and, you know, it was fine, of course. Fine.
Are you talking about the tent city that got bombed?
What?
Okay, keep going.
Tent City?
Yeah, I thought Eric just made a wild political reference. I was like, damn, are you paying attention to world politics?
I'm paying attention, but like I just don't know enough.
like last week.
Wait, what did he say?
I don't
What
know
did Eric
he said,
say?
but
What
I'll
did
tell
you
what I
say?
think he said.
Okay.
Last week there was a bombing. Israel bombed a tent city, and Boeing allegedly, you know, they were able to confirm that Boeing they were U.S. supplied weapons made by Boeing.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And so then we're talking right now about choosing Airbus over Boeing, and I thought he said, and they just killed a bunch of people over there. I thought he was making a reference to and I'm like, oh shit.
No, I was talking
Did
about.
you see that? I felt like that was a nuanced news story.
No. I'm talking about the whistleblowers that allegedly got
Yeah, they fucking
got
off
caught.
that dude the other day.
the
RIP.
second one, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it the second one?
Second.
Yeah, second one.
Oh man, I know that they. Well, I guess.
What was
I knew
the
they
first
offered
one?
like 2 months ago.
And then the second one was, I believe, an inspector. I don't believe was with Boeing, but worked for Boeing.
Fuck, these dudes are the mafia.
As a contractor, your shit's crazy.
That's wild.
Allegedly.
You think it's just because they make so much money that when you get that much money, you either become the mafia or you get jacked?
Nor is it just that the only way to get rich in this country is organized crime.
Organized crime.
All right, let's talk
I
about
mean, that's
another
all that
country.
is, really, right? Is organized crime. Like calling somebody the mafia is just organized crime, and that's basically what they do. But they also get to write the laws and have so much influence that they get to do what they want. They get to change not change, but influence the what's the word I'm looking for? The regulations on airplanes and all the rules around how their safety is done and the way that they can get around it. And for so long, so many of those big companies will purposefully break the rules, because what are you going to do? Slap fucking BP with a $500 million fine, and they're like, okay, make that back in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we'll fucking dump oil into the ocean and be like, whoops. Like, well, and it's changed a little bit, but now it seems
Do you think Japan has a mafia like that?
they have mafias.
Yeah.
Do I think it's in the political system like it is here? I don't think so. Not as much.
You don't think so?
You guys might remember,
think so.
what was it? In the last year, they had the first assassination in Japan in like some ridiculous amount of time. I don't know the date, but decades. And, this assassination, I don't think was taken very lightly. Like, it's just it's way different over there. And of course, there's corruption at all like levels of power, I think, across the world. But
recently they did a
Japan's got a little bit more pride in having some like honor, I think.
Yeah.
Well, so recently they did a poll amongst world populations for like within each country, and asking people if they felt free or not. And the freest people were in, I believe, like Sweden, and there was a few countries on there where you're like, oh shit, like for real, like you guys, like that's tight that you feel so free,
Yeah.
And then we ranked fucking like 80 something, and I believe at the bottom Japan was at the bottom. Japan citizens were at the bottom of like we're like the least free.
Yeah. Well, the culture is so much based around work, and like that's where you start getting all the subcultures, like the Cholo subcultures, where it's like during the 90s there was a big economic crash, and from that, like the subculture started kind of rising as like a defiance to the general, like you go to school, you graduate, you get a job, and you work that job till you die type of thing. So like that's where all this kind of subculture started popping up. So that would make sense for like, because that's typically the way that it works. It's just you get a job and you work that job forever. So that makes sense.
Yeah. But like you said, different culture around it too, and different pride in your work, and like finding what I think isn't there a name in Japanese for like finding your like life's passion work? Isn't there a name for that? I feel like chefs talk about it all the time.
Probably.
That, fuck man, I wish I knew some Japanese. And do you know any Japanese?
Sumimasen. That's just excuse me, my bad. Sorry. That's just the thing that everybody says because they're all polite.
Don't learn just the sorry.
Gotta at least know where to take a piss.
Yeah.
Can't just like walk up and piss on somebody and say sorry.
No, I'm just gonna be like wee wee. Just everywhere. Like if I'm looking for food, I feel like that's a universal sign language for something.
Little
Yeah.
belly rub and a shrug.
Yeah.
What if they think what if that's a cultural diss to them? You're like, damn, is he calling me skinny? He's saying I'm hungry.
Sumimasen. No, you probably. I'm probably gonna be able to make it through like with just knowing that. I mean, I know
That's your plan.
No, I know. I got to like 90 days streak on Duolingo,
Cool.
and then I completely forgot about it, and then haven't checked it in a couple months. So, I understand basic stuff. I understand like basic sentence structure. The thing that annoyed me about the Duolingo is that like for all of those like levels that I got through, it was like the same sentence structure, where it was kind of like subject, this, adjective, and then ending it with like is Des or Kyle, or whether it's like a question. So it just felt like I was saying the same sentence over and over again. That's why I was like, I just stopped.
Yeah. I tried Duolingo too, and it didn't work for me. I'm gonna go after Babbel next, see if that's any better. Because Duolingo felt like, how am I feeling like you're telling me I'm making all this fucking progress, and I don't feel like I speak a bit of Italian unless I'm fucking talking to the app.
Yep.
And not my goal. Not my goal at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to talk to people. Like, conversation is important.
Right, but you can build that into an app, especially with all this AI fucking shit now. Like, it better be good
Or
now.
you could just hang out with a Mexican homie and be like, "Hey, would you be down to ask like everything you say to me? Say it first in Spanish and then just hit me in English." And
I don't know if that would be helpful for
maybe
me,
we'll
man.
just go to lunch.
I don't think that would be helpful for me.
That's the way. That's the way I learn.
Sure, but I'm gonna learn Italian.
Boy, I'll learn Italian in an afternoon. You just put me down with an Italian dude that's down to speak Italian and then English, and I'll be like, oh, I'm starting to understand this. This is tight. I'll start saying a couple things halfway through. By the end, bud, I'm telling this guy about Raton. Check this out.
We're gonna call him Just At a Stone.
Just that is
Fucking thing on. What's up? It's little baby Dreamer here in the 505. Today I'm gonna give you a lesson on everyday makeup. So first thing we're gonna start off with is your eyeliner. So I like to use liquid because, you know, when I hear like a sad song, like an oldie, and I cry, this one kind of stays on a lot better. So it depends what kind of look you're going for. If you're just like chilling on the porch with your vato, like listening to slow jams, then
Might be the same one.
you don't have to put your eyeliner that far out. But like if you're going cruising with your vato in the Impala, and you know that bitches be hating, then you have to put your eyeliner further out so they know that you're a bad bitch in case they want to throw chingazos.
See what I'm saying?
Can we find the Japanese
Spanish
person
stuff,
that's
oh,
out
yeah.
there that's doing that same kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh, that's what you're looking for.
That's what
Target
I'm
number
hoping.
2.
I want to know what's up.
You little bitch.
How the fuck the ball get up there?
I put it up there, so she stopped fucking begging for it, and she brought me another one.
That's funny.
So I don't know. I guess we covered all of Tokyo now. That's wild. Is there anything in particular that like you're excited to do? That's not just like winging it. Like there's something that you're like, oh, I'm gonna.
7-Eleven.
Cool.
Well, because the 7-Elevens over there are way fucking nicer.
Yeah.
Like all the food in there is way bomber. It's all cheap too. Well, I mean, it's because the yen is all down right now.
Not the yen.
Not
You know,
again.
not the yen. But
Need some Xanax for that yen.
but yeah, no, the 7-Eleven.
Oh, it's
seems
all
to-
down right now. I get it.
There it is. Welcome to the chat, fucking Beto.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Here, hold on. Since
Fuck
you
it,
haven't
Beto.
seen the rest, yes, I'm going and never coming back.
Yeah, we're. That's why we have
No,
the
I thought you were
intern.
gonna bring it back a Jola.
It might take a while though.
We'll figure it out.
They can't be easy to win over in 5 days that you got out there on your own.
Yeah.
You gotta like, that's a lot to pack into 5 days. But I bet they'll know where all the fucking good 7-Elevens are. The
You got a
ones
little
that
butt
like.
though. You might be able to fit her in your bag.
Yeah, see, I'm mad at my airliner. You know that cool backpack that you got me? Mm-hmm. I can't take that on the
Gus.
plane
Why?
because the flight that I have, it's only a small personal carry-on type of thing that's like half that size. And I was like, maybe I could fit it in my bag, but it just don't fold enough because it's all
Do you
sealed.
have the dimensions for it?
It's like 9 by 11 by 17.
Send me that. I have a bag, a travel bag from Nomadic. Same everything. But it's made specifically to the square size to fit under the seat in front of you.
Yeah, that's the United thing. Also, yeah, I am taking
Yeah, and I think it's within
a
the
Boeing.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Well, I think it is
Are you
within.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's more Boeings. They're the ones that make all the money, bud. You don't understand that?
Oh, the Airbus has got a pretty big fleet. Has been growing.
Yeah, no, it's the. I think it's Boeing that has the contract for the direct flight from here.
Well, and international flights, I don't know if Airbus makes a plane big enough because you're probably flying on a 47,
You're gonna be alright.
747.
I don't know.
Just don't be the new one. If they tell you that you're on the 2024 model, be like, no, I'll wait an hour for that 2008 model.
Well, and the ones that had the problems were not the big ones. The big ones, I'm pretty sure, because they don't have to make as many, right? It's not like there's not as much demand for them. I wouldn't be as worried about riding in a Boeing at that level.
Don't sit next to the door.
True though, I'm passing on the exit row. Usually I'll say like, yeah, I'll take the seat if somebody's offering it because I need the leg room. But now not on a Boeing. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna just pay for the extra money for the extendo seats up front.
Yeah,
Man, that's
see,
wild.
no, I don't know the guy that helped me buy the ticket on like the on the phone. He's the one that booked the seat because I didn't know. So we'll figure it out.
You'll be alright.
It's a window seat at least, which is cool, but I don't know if it's a exit row or not.
It doesn't matter.
Might
You'll
be.
be alright.
A little transition area, but before
We're just talking shit. You go mix them.
I wanna
Yeah,
do
planes are like crazy safe and incredible machines. Like,
Yeah, not if you do the opposite. I want to do wing walking. Yeah, places that like let you just get off of the plane on the low.
you want
low.
to do that.
I want to do that. I don't think I have the upper body strength to like lift myself up onto the thing because you have to go from the seat, fly up, and then like walk up to the wing where they have a little thing that you like kind of balance on. That shit looks crazy. I want to do that.
All right, I'll talk to my people in the airplane business.
Hell yeah.
I do know people who fly planes, and I do know some people that do like base jumping, hang gliding, that kind of shit. I feel like them are the people that would be like, oh, I know a guy who wing walks. Yeah, he does it every weekend. Fucking fucker's crazy.
Yeah, I found one that that I believe it's free to do it. You just have to pay for the class beforehand, which is like a day or two like of like just taking that class.
Tight.
But yeah, that looks tight. I also want to do the where you have the giant like you know the boats that they do for the Everglades, the big
Fan
ass
boat.
fan? Yeah, attaching one of those fans behind you and then like paraglider. Y'all ever seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do too.
Have you ever been up in the air like pretty loosey goosey like that?
So that sounds like some shit Steve wants to do.
No, I've been in a hot air balloon. You've been in a hot air balloon?
No, I want to though.
I mean, it's a trip. It can be because they'll tell you fucking crazy stories, but also just like there's no seatbelts. You're just in a fucking wicker basket where you could just like look down and you're like, fucking hey, I'm a mile up. I'm fucking.
Oh fuck! I'll shit myself. I
It's
don't know
so
if I wanna go
crazy
no more.
and the wind but then it's fucking cool as fuck. I've done that. I've done some like parasailing behind a boat where you're like real high up above the ocean, and like that's even pretty crazy where your legs are just like you're strapped in, but when you're just like it's like you've been on the mind eraser at Elitch's, right? Where you're strapped in and you're like, I'm safe. This is like a roller coaster. It's cool. But this one, there's just a rope. Like that's it. And then like you can't see behind you and you're just like, fuck. You hope that the wind stays up. When I was fucking there, the wind like died. And they slowed down and didn't realize the wind died. And we came all the way down and I went like waist deep into the water and they had to like gun the fucking boat to get it back up and like get us back up above the fucking ocean. It can be wild, right? Like,
That sounds scary.
Damn.
I mean,
So you were
it
just
is,
like
but that's
you,
the fun
So you were
part.
bait.
I felt like it. Fuck.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't be bait.
Were you the trial run?
No, there was somebody who went before us. I think
I'll
they
go
just.
first.
I just think that they
was a prank.
they did not realize the weight of me and my dad on the thing. And I was like young
makes
too,
sense.
but still like I carry weight. Like all has always been heavier than I looked, and I think they just. Or they were just fucking up because it was just like some fucking island shit.
Oh yeah. They don't got no permits, bud.
Probably not.
That guy was fishing later that afternoon, same boat, same line.
Same place where my feet went in. He's like, I'm gonna find that motherfucker I saw earlier.
I chumped the water earlier with two white dudes.
Long ass legs.
I let the little one go about waist deep before I pulled him out. Little bitch. you got all the sharks coming.
But yeah, have you ever done a ropes course? The one up in on your way up to like up I-70. You seen it?
Yeah, no, it's been since like elementary school was the last time I did anything.
Yeah,
like that.
that's probably the last time I did it too. Liam's done it a couple of times. It's pretty cool, but I feel like that's like an entry level, like loosey goosey. You could hurt yourself doing this, but I got to. Have you ever been whitewater rafting? That also has a very similar feel. Way less control. You're in a fucking inner tube going down and pedaling or fucking paddling. Gotta fucking work together and like call out different stuff. And one of the dudes I was with almost fell in, like grabbed him by the life jacket and pulled him back in. And then somebody did go in, but we were there when the rapids were like itty bitty. It's pretty simple, pretty like easy to do as an amateur or like as a complete like novice.
Sometimes it feels like it would be worse because you're just hitting the bottom of the thing.
The water moves pretty quick and like you're not falling far, right? Like the inner tube is this big, you're this high above the water,
Okay,
right? Like you're in a fucking raft.
Yep.
But it's a ton of fun and it's a workout. And I've gone in like class 1 to 3 rapids, which are like fucking baby bitch rapids. Like they're just itty bitty tiny early season, but different seasons in Colorado when there's more water coming down the mountain, the rapids get crazier, and those same rapids will be like class 5, which I think is closer to the top. I don't know all about fucking kayaks and all this shit, but it's a ton of fun. Y'all never done nothing like that? Is that white people shit? This type 2 fun shit?
We went whitewater rafting when I was a kid. I remember with my parents and me and my brother, and I must have been early, like 9, 10, 11 maybe. And we did, it was really, I don't remember it. Of course, I was the younger one, so I didn't have to do so much stuff, so I don't remember it being like that, like super wild. I felt like it was pretty mild as far as like, we go down some fast whitewater, then it would slow down, then we go, and nothing real wild happened. I think it was pretty easy. I remember my mom crying though before we went to get on, because my parents are from the middle of nowhere, New Mexico, and both of them, and so water isn't like their thing, and so my mom had us in like swimming lessons from as early as they'll take us, because she didn't want us to be afraid of water the way her and my dad are. Which was tight all till this moment, and then we convinced him to go do this thing, and my dad is like, "Fuck it, let's go," and he's trying to be like brave about it, and my mom is crying. She's like, "I do not want to go on that raft. I do not want to go. Don't make me. I don't want to go with you guys. I don't want you guys to go. This is stupid. Nobody." And I remember it was like a whole thing, and then we went, and she got over it.
Yeah,
because again, I don't think it was that wild. I think
it was just kind of like ding. It was like riding the fucking ride at the fucking SeaWorld, Water World, and Elitch's and shit. Yeah, we're just like and you're like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, it goes boom, boom. You might hit a little ball, but there's like a little splash, but it wasn't wild or anything. You're not like hitting crazy things. It's a big wide river, and it was going relatively.
Was there a guide?
Yeah, and then we would and there was like six fucking tubes all lined up. And I mean, I don't remember. It could have been an hour long though, and I remember it as 5 minutes. Like it wasn't that long. But so anyways, we did that one time. But
do you think you're gonna ever open this beer? We've been sipping on it for a minute, waiting for you.
Yeah.
Oh man, my fault. I was gonna say let's talk about something you do know. But one last tidbit, I did get a raft. From Erick. I haven't done nothing with it yet.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I had
I got this raft. You want to take it, but you'll use it, and I'm like, I don't know. Yeah,
I might use it.
And I've been wanting to use it. Well, what was it last year?
Inflatable.
You gave it to me.
Yeah.
And so I've had it, and I've been thinking about it like this year, but I don't even know what to do. Like I want to test it because I don't even know what it's like. So I want to test it out by putting it on a lake and just fishing off of it and seeing if I can. But I know it's made for like the river, right? It's like where you go like Golden or something like that. I see. You don't even know. I don't even know, but it's inflatable. So
2-person. Yeah, a little kayak.
it's a kayak.
It's a kayak. Yeah.
Inflatable kayak.
What's the difference? Is that just shape?
I think.
No,
I don't fucking know. I'm not.
Kayak's more like a boat, Like it's buoyant by its closed like shape, where a raft is usually like a platform with like buoyancy on the edges, right?
We're gonna have to figure this out and try it.
That's my guess.
I don't know what it's like. I've only had it in the.
I'm not a botologist.
Container.
I haven't studied botology in years.
No, I came in, I inflated it in the living room just trying to see how to set it up, and then the one day that I like took it to the lake, couldn't figure out how to set it up. The pump wasn't pumping or something. I was just all it didn't work out, so we ended up just going paddleboarding with the homegirl's paddleboard, and then that's the last time I was in water because
And it was a lake you
because
were
the
at?
boy don't know how to swim or a reservoir.
Okay.
The boy don't know how to swim, was barely wearing the life jacket that they make you wear.
You,
and then,
you know you're going to an island, dog.
yeah, no, that should. Hey, did you know that they're not floating?
I did not know.
So stupid that it took me so long to learn that. But it was cool. We were out there in the water for a while. We were just paddling, doing the thing, and then by the time we were halfway in the middle of the Aurora Reservoir, we'd look over the mountains. We're like, hey, some dark clouds. You think it's gonna start raining? Like immediately, as soon as we say that, the waves start picking up. We get flipped over.
Oh.
I'm like, I've never swam. I've never floated. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just like kicking my legs, trying to go to like the shore. I get picked up by like the little boat that they have there. Shit was crazy. Lost my
Damn.
glasses there, man. R.I.P. those glasses.
Damn.
Kept my shoes on.
That's traumatic, brother.
Oh yeah. We should go to swimming lessons. You know what I'm saying?
There's a dumb joke that I've been trying to say for a while, like trying to figure out where to say that. I wanna.
An interjection is a perfect time.
Yeah. I wanna learn how to be a swimming instructor, so I could fuck. What's the joke? Hold on.
A swimming instructor.
Yeah, I wanna learn how
You
to
want to
be-
learn to be a swimming instructor.
I
Why
wanna
would you want to do that?
so that I can. Fuck. Hold on. There's a specific word. All right, never mind. I can't remember. It was a joke about throwing babies in water. Cause you know how they do that. That's how they teach babies how to swim.
Oh yeah, they just pop them in there.
Yeah.
You're like, go for it,
But there's like a specific negative word that I can't remember. Anyways,
and they just start kicking.
yeah, shit's wild.
Yeah, doing some like lifeguarding in Japan just for, throw some euthanasia.
Sound like Jen went.
Was that the joke? You guys both missed that one.
Euthanasia? That's. I feel like
It's bars.
I don't know. I feel like that one was a little more risque for Steven.
Yeah, but if like Eminem said it in a new song, they'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh shit, like this boy, mastermind type of thing. So no,
Yeah.
I give
Yeah,
you the
that's
credit. I'll
weird.
give you the credit.
I got the double entendres, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like Jen went on a raft. What do you call it? Whitewater rafting? And some college kid in a life jacket, cargo shorts, nothing else, showed up clearly hungover and red eyes and shit.
Yeah, that was her guide. I guarantee it. That's
Yeah,
what they are
no,
like.
that-
and they
I was-
all live in
I was gonna
tents,
say
like,
that's what I
along the
remember too.
river
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
They're great. They're fun to talk to, and they're working for tips too, right? Because they don't get paid that great, but they get like a place to stay, and like it seems like summer camp for like young adults. They're like, well, and you talk to them like, well, I went to college in Pennsylvania, didn't really know what to do, so I came out here, and and then met some people, and I started doing some guides and worked here, and then I started guiding on rafts, and then I've been living here during the season. I do this, and then I go teach skiing, and then I go do this in this season, and they just like take the seasonal work and live in their tents and stuff in those areas. That's pretty easy too, and other places otherwise, I'm sure, and have places to stay. But it's an interesting lifestyle.
That's
I
pretty
knew
wild,
some of
man.
those folks that kind of did that when I was that age, and knew people who were like, oh, you're a fucking raft guide. Yeah, definitely, man. I'd smoke some of that weed.
I had a homie who was a raft guide, and he's from Florida. Went back to Florida. He's from the gym. In any case,
Different rafting out there, not as much rapids.
no, but he was here guiding.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
and now he lives back in Florida again. In any case, what's up with this beer? Luna de Miel.
I don't know. Can we have Eric say this one?
Luna de miel.
Is that how you
That's
say
what
it?
I said.
But
right?
it's
Isn't that what I said?
it's Italian though, so like I was like
No,
that. Well, that's an Italian flag under that.
it is an Italian flag. I just
I
think
think
they're
it's a
going for the
Mexican
colors.
flag, but they
They tried real hard with the Mexican vibe. Look up top. Like, it's not even October.
Oh, they got Los Sombreros on there. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I've been trying to figure out what it says in cursive there.
I can't tell the last name. It's Peter. something. It's just the brewmaster.
Hoyo. Peter Hoyo.
Hori?
Holy?
Hoyo.
Hosey.
Hoyo.
Yeah, that third letter is not legible.
Oh, no.
It's too big to be the
from
ones
New
you think it would
Mexico.
be. This was from Sacramento, California, from Urban Roots Brewing. Never had a beer from them. Kind of know their name, but that's about it. But Mexican style amber lager caught my attention. That's like the style of Victoria. That's like technically like Negro Modelo. Negro Modelo would fall into this category as well, even though it's a little darker than amber, but just flavor wise, similar. But that like amber lager from Mexico, that not a ton of them out there. A lot of the big ones have like a version. What's the Corona one? What's the like tan Corona version?
It's like the Clásico or some shit.
Something like that, right? Dos Equis has
Auténtico or-
one.
It's Corona, but then it has a. It's not especial. It's like some other name that's.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the-
A lot of them have it. Victoria is the only one that's like, no, that's just what we do. Right? Victoria is just the amber lager. I don't think they make any other beer, at least that they distribute here. I would guess maybe they do in Mexico. My friend told me that when she did a year of like study in Mexico, that's what all the locals drank where she was at. They're like, no, we don't drink Corona. We drink Victoria. And that was before it ever distributed here. And I've been waiting for it since she told me about it. And it finally came like 7 years after she told me about it. Finally, I
And
got to
that's what
drink
this one
Victoria. No, this is the style.
This is Urban
This is
Roots. wanting
this is
to
the
make
Sacramento, California version of that style of beer, which I'll say when I first cracked it open and it was real cold from the fridge, I was not a fan. But as we've sat here and drinking, it's kind of like let that like more maltiness kind of come out with it not being so like fridge cold. It's pretty good.
I feel like it's a
It's
little
no
thicker
Victoria.
it's a little thicker than Victoria, and I like that about it. I do want to get back on this beer real quick, but I don't want to cut this off. I don't know if you saw this comment, Steve.
I can't
Jen-
see the first like
Jen just finished. She said she didn't know that posted, but she said she flew off a raft with 4 other kids, ankle wedged between rocks and was almost drowned. Thank the Lord, the guide that wasn't afraid to break my ankle to save me.
It's great.
Holy shit! Fucking.
and this man
All right,
wants
I won't
to
make
wing
you-
walk.
I won't get you on the boat.
You think the pilots there are any different than these fucking crunchy ass motherfuckers? You're gonna get
Yes,
some
absolutely.
stoned
Because
pilot.
height is safety.
Hide-
The higher you are, the more time you have to catch a wind to like slowly glide down.
Oh, so
Unless
you're
if
gonna
I
be
fall.
wearing one of them like squirrel suits so that you can jump
Oh, no.
off the plane and go
No,
off.
tied to the plane. I've like
One of
thought
my-
about, like,
one
So
of
what
my-
happens
you
if you
fall
let
out.
go and
Yeah,
then
you
it
just-
catches you and
I
you
think
just
it's-
dangle until
that's-
they land,
that's-
and then they drag you across the landing strip on their way down.
pretty sure that's the way it goes. I've been thinking about that too for a while, and I'm like,
They're like, well, what happens is you don't die by falling, you die by being dragged, which we
Yeah, we drag you for 300
Which
yards
we did
through pine trees and
we did a
rocks
poll
and-
with 3 people,
That usually
and
kills
two
you.
out of 3 people said they'd rather die by being dragged because they thought it was cooler. So
you know
we
what's
figured
funny?
that's what we'd do.
It would be better for their YouTube channel. You know, you can live stream that.
We get more insurance money if we bring back a body.
You've yeah.
You signed the waiver. Hey, you
That's
signed the
my next
waiver.
sound effect.
There's just 3 out of 5 people don't make it back when they're skydiving.
That's not true. 3 out of 5, 40% of people die skydive. That skydive. There's no way
You know
that's
the
true.
funny thing about this entire thing is that's a joke that like people my age understand because it's from Jake and Josh. It's the character's trying to like talk to this girl. He's like, yeah, I want skydiving. You know that 3 out of 5 people don't make it back, and then like his brother's like on the side, and like, where the fuck do they go?
They don't make it back.
Where do they go?
Like they were lying about skydiving. They're like, actually, take me here and drop me off and didn't tell him I died.
Oh man, yeah, that beer is would have been my bad. Would have been like a point better if I had a little salt on it.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
love it.
this. Eric don't like his beer unseasoned.
No,
Yeah.
I want to taste the
Somehow
gout.
he wanted to have a little salt, a little pepper, a little Tabasco,
Just salt. I'm cool with it. I want to taste the
some
gout.
clamato.
The gout, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll do that to
I
you.
want to taste the gout. Fuck. You know anybody with gout?
Shit, I thought I had it.
Did you?
I don't know. I didn't go
Aren't
to the
you a
doctor.
vegan?
What?
You're basically a vegan.
No, not even close.
You don't get gout from chicken.
No, but you can't
You're not
get
allowed
gout.
to get gout from turkey. It's against the law.
You can get gout from drinking lots and lots of fucking beer because it's like urea that causes that shit. It's like a buildup of that.
What about my Rhea?
Huh?
What?
I hope you diarrhea.
Whoa.
The wordplay today.
Whoa, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
This is Kanye lyrics. You know, like, that's not me. I can't take credit for that.
Oh man. Well, yeah, gout's crazy.
Yeah, but it can be from beer.
A little bit
or just
of for though.
gout be going in on folks. It's a wild. Trying to see how many minutes we are in here.
30 seconds from an
We're
hour.
an hour in. It's gout is wild. It's like crystals that develop inside of like the muscles and the nerves and the joints or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But if you like stop intaking the thing that's most likely causing it, or that is causing it, obviously, those crystals will dissolve eventually
Yeah.
because it's a buildup of like, I think it is uric acid. Where so like if you just drink a ton of beer, you know, like when you drink a bunch of beer and then you just start pissing clear.
Yeah.
That's when your body is like not able to handle all of that shit. So it's just like flushing it out, letting it flow through and just like get it through. Right. Cause it's got all this, like your liver's fucking busy and it's just like, go, we're just gotta move this through the body. Right. And when you're doing that, you're getting a bunch of stored up shit like uric acid that causes gout, and meat can like plug up that. Cause I know it's like red meat, right? That can like, you eat it. If you just only eat a diet of red meat, there's a good chance you can develop that shit because your body's so busy. And I think that's more like the level of digestion your intestines are doing at that point, not so much your liver, right? That's your intestines working overtime because it's so hard for us to digest meat and get it through your fucking, you know, it's fucking what? 40 feet of intestines, all the things that you eat have to move through, and your body has trouble digesting red meat because I don't really think we're meant so much we're not equipped, optimized. We are not optimized to eat red meat, right? That's why we get fucking gout and we fucking can't, that people have like 10 pounds of impacted like
optimized
fucking mass in their colon that eat all this shit too, because it's so tough to digest. And it's because, you know, fucking lions don't get gout. All they eat is meat, right? Because they are equipped. They are equipped with the enzymes. They're equipped with the belly fucking things that live in their belly, just like us. That it's tough to get all that shit. That's the same as like a full-time carnivore.
Yeah.
And when you're eating such a, you know, dense protein like that, like meat and red meat, that's pretty like, you know, you can tell the difference between eating chicken and meat just the way it chews. Right, when it's cooked done.
Yeah, okay, but what about like so?
Justin really wants to eat his meat.
Oh no, I'm going to. What the fuck?
Eat
My
it,
people,
beat
my people
it,
been
meat it, whatever he needs.
My people have been eating meat for thousands of years, regardless if you're talking about my indigenous roots or my Latino roots or those colonizing roots or the conquistador roots. Doesn't matter. All of them motherfuckers was eating meat, and done made it to me somehow. Who would I be to dissolve
Their traditions?
traditions?
Yeah. Yeah. You would be blasphemous to do so.
Blasphemer.
A blasphemer.
Blasphemer.
You.
I think if you get kicked
I just
by
think
someone
it's
with
not
gout,
so
it'd
much
be
like-
worse than like if they didn't have gout.
For
It's, like,
them.
a lot harder.
For them, no. No, because the crystals aren't like, it's not like a ice cube of crystals, right? Where it's like a piece of ice. It's more like crystals like...
Pop rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine getting kicked by someone and just
You're all, did you just give me gout?
My gout's popping again.
My gout be
It's
popping
got like Rice
today.
Krispies.
Damn. About to get a new saying, popping like gout.
Get it popping
Move
like
over,
gout.
pistachios.
So what are you, speaking of gout, what are you most excited to eat in Japan? Because I know you don't eat anything but Chick-fil-A, and I know they don't allow Chick-fil-A in Japan because of honor.
Well, you know, the Chick-fil-A embargo of 93. That
That's
too.
true.
ramen's the big one. That's just like the stereotypical
Yeah.
one. The tough part
Ramen?
is
What do you want to eat?
Ramen.
Ramen.
Come on, buddy. You
Oh.
eat Chick-fil-A.
Fucking boring, bud.
All right, my bad. I want to try matcha because that's locally grown there.
Oh,
Cool.
Is that their weed?
Is there caffeine?
Yeah.
Is there coffee?
Oh, I
Barely
thought that's
any
their
caffeine in
their
it.
weed.
Well,
Are you gonna
sometimes it
smoke
is.
their weed or no?
Do they have weed? Do they get high?
Yeah, they do. You're racist?
Is it legal there?
Hell no, but the
No.
Jola's bringing in their bra, eh?
Eric's like, that's how we're all getting there. This is a cartel bringing us. That who funds our nonprofit is actually a cartel.
like I had to send a Western Union
Just
to a Twitter account.
Just
and
a
they're gonna-
guilty Sinaloan and drug lord that's just like needing to
And they're gonna
pan
pick
off
me
some
up.
taxes and guilt.
They're gonna pick me up in El Paso, and then we're gonna drive to Mexico City, and then my flight is from there. That would be wild. If all right. Here's the situation, right? We live in a magical land right here where wild stuff happens.
Wisconsin.
Where this thing happened, right? Where this time,
Can't
rather
confirm.
than you reaching out, you had them see your work, see that you're a DACA recipient, and reach out to you and say, hey, we have this opportunity for you, right? And offer it to you on the exact same day. The cartel also sees your work and says, we can guarantee you enough money to take care of your family for the decades to come. But we want you to follow us into Japan and make a documentary about us selling fentanyl.
Shout out to the people that have done that before. They've been there are definitely some documentaries following.
Well, which one would you
who's
take
into
if
it.
you-
Oh,
if you
fuck
had the
the cartel.
option?
Fuck the cartel. Fuck the cartels.
Oh, you wouldn't help them?
Yeah,
You wouldn't be
nah,
like
fuck the cartels.
You wouldn't be like I could speak Spanish and be normal around y'all, and they're not. You guys aren't gonna make fun of me like Steve and Justin do.
No, fuck the cartel.
All right, fuck the cartel.
Fuck the
then.
cartel. No.
All of them.
Let me ask you this about eating.
That's the op. He said.
That's the op.
He said cartel's the op. He said.
Fucking they are though.
I had a professor
I feel
in
you,
college
man.
that lived in Japan for a long time, and I was taking a Japanese history class. Actually, it was great. And one of the
history?
things, one of the things that he said that's very common over there, and I'm curious if you'll try, is you can find plenty of places you can eat horse. Would you eat horse?
Fuck yeah.
Horse?
Yeah.
I'll eat horse right now here, bud.
I give it a
You can't get it in America. It's not legal to serve horse.
Don't put me in a survival situation with a horse, boy. I'm eating that motherfucker. If I don't know him, if it ain't my horse and I didn't grow up with
Justin,
him, hey.
you've also admitted to saying that you would eat like your own body parts before you eat your cat.
I'm done. Hold on. Absolutely.
So, like, duh, you would eat a horse, like in a
First of
survival
all,
situation. We
I
know.
would cut us off each
Hopefully,
finger.
Eric
I
is
find
not
out
in a survival situation in Japan.
in my left hand, these two do the most. Which third
planned out.
finger is stronger? So because the other two are gone, and me and Khaleesi
This
eat a
man be
finger each.
eating too many chicken wing flats, being like, my pinky ain't much different. If I'm going to start somewhere, it's probably going to be there. I could fry that up. Like,
I'll make a bomb ass feature on that one of my fingers, boy. You don't even fucking know. I'm fucking shit up. It's gonna fluff out like this fucking big, boy. You don't even want to see me. I've been eating lard my whole life, my guy. Fucking bomb ass chicharron coming out of here, boy. Fuck. First of all, don't even get me started because I'll start thinking about what it's really like to eat a bomb ass Justin chicharron, and I might end up doing it for the likes.
Hey, yo, chat. Give us to 250,000 likes, and we'll have Justin Chicharron.
If we can get to 420 viewers in the next 5 minutes, I will cut off one of my fingers and make a bomb ass chicharron with it.
and we'll split it with Beto for being the first in the chat tonight. First. Prizes won. No T-shirt tonight. Sorry, folks. You get a Justin Chicharron.
Yeah. JK.
Should be wild. Horse. No, I'd be down to try it.
Yeah, because I bet you could come across it if you're traveling right. In my opinion, you would come across a place that could eat horse. Because I'd be looking for like.
Honestly, dude, I would eat anything. I would eat anything without hesitation. as far as like a food is concerned, right? So
Would
it can't
you
be
eat
like
the
it can't be
octopus
like
out there, the live one that you got to kill in your mouth
see,
before you?
that's a little wild to me.
no.
That one I
That
wouldn't
one
do.
I wouldn't
wouldn't
eat
do
regular
that.
food.
That'll-
Sentient too. That fucks with me. Well, I could do.
Yeah, I
like,
have trouble eating calamari because of the sentientness and just like how much respect
I mean,
I
if
have
they're dead
for the
already,
animal.
fuck it. They're dead already. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm not
like
complaining.
killing it in your mouth, and if
But I
you
ain't
don't,
trying
it
to be
kills
the-
you. Fucking A. That's like, I mean, that's a rush to like. I'm sure that's a.
I'll probably so that
You're
one
talking
I would,
about survival situations. That's
I know.
survival situation.
Yeah,
that
but I'm
you're
gonna kill it with a
choosing.
rock first. Or I'm
No,
gonna
you're
boil that
supposed to
hoe.
like fucking kill it with your teeth.
I don't give
And
a
if you
fuck.
don't, it'll fucking strangle you like when you try and swallow it.
All right, well, I'm gonna cut that bitch up and make him into fucking.
But you would do that. You would
calamari.
try that, and I think it's like crazy expensive.
So yeah,
too.
I wouldn't do it to a live one like that. I would do it though when they do it like they have the dead ones and the pieces already, and then they hit them with the soy sauce, and it makes the limbs start to electrolyze again for a little bit, and they have reflexes. I would eat that kind of
I'd
shit.
eat
I would
that,
do. I would
yeah.
do that stuff. But the live stuff fucks with me, and I think the live stuff I couldn't definitely do. And then one where I would have to think about it for a long time. Like I'd have to really be like, man, where the fuck am I? What am I doing? A monkey. I think a monkey is too close to us.
Pass.
You know, but I tell you that if I got the opportunity, they were like, yo, Justin, you know, blah, blah, this and that. And so here you are. Here's this opportunity. You're able to spend 3 weeks in the jungle with a native tribe here in fucking, I don't know, Ecuador or something, right? And you're in the middle of the fucking jungle. You're doing the thing. But you live with them. And so it's like they know. Too.
And they're
They
just
know.
like,
Yeah, and so, but even too, because what I know about that stuff, right? What I know about those tribes is that they see the monkey as a delicacy, but mostly because they're so hard to catch and they're so hard to get,
I
right?
would
So they
try
have
that.
so many other
Guaranteed.
foods.
I would eat
so
whatever
many
they
other
gave
foods.
me. It didn't matter what they would give me. I would eat it.
Yeah, so it's like they so many other
they'd be
foods.
laughing at me and then be like, no, but nope, game time.
No, I mean, in that sense, if they got a monkey, and I had to think about it, I'll be like, look, it's my first day. I ain't really hungry yet. Like that, I'll eat a fish. You know what I'm saying? Y'all caught a fish. You guys appreciate, like
You get
guys,
that monkey.
Y'all have the monkey. It's for your like I haven't.
But what
earned
if
my,
they like hand
I
you the
haven't earned my
brains? They're
place.
like, you're
but if
our
I'm there for
guest.
2 weeks,
You're
if I'm-
our guest.
Oh, maybe,
Eat the
I
brains.
don't know.
Would you eat
I
brains
couldn't
of
do
any animal?
The peons? No, I couldn't do it. Peons. I couldn't do it because the prions are what fuck with. That's what mad cow disease, and like that where they talk about cannibal shake. That's a prion thing.
Is that like what goes in your air conditioner?
No, that's Freon, my guy. With the prions be in your brain, and
What about post off?
They be in the brains of things, and what happens is when they enter your
Double
system,
negative.
they cause a particular brain cell to malfunction, and then it has a chain domino effect throughout until you die within a year or two, and there's like no stopping it. Basically, kills your brain from the inside out. And that's something you could avoid. I mean, people have gotten it from eating the prions of deer and shit they've hunted, you know. But besides that, if they were real adamant about it, I'd probably be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
If they were like, hey, you can have some, but you don't have to. We know that y'all Western motherfuckers y'all civilized motherfuckers be scared.
Like this is how we
scared
make
of,
our
like,
money.
Scared of
Like,
bomb ass food.
You're not our
you know?
first one.
Like we have that fish tube that we caught. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
have that turtle we got earlier too. Just cook that motherfucker.
Some plantains.
It's up to you, right? If that was the case, I'd be like, fuck, this is gonna be hard. But if I'm 2 weeks in and they're like, I've hunted with them for a week and a half, we've developed like a relationship. I got a homie now, and then my homie catches he gets all excited about the monkey, and when he turns to me with excitement, I'm now his homie. I've got to match his
And you
excitement.
fucking rip that monkey's heart out with your teeth.
Fucking.
Fuck yeah.
That's both of its arms.
Its arms? Jesus.
Fuck
That's not what I thought you were.
Torture the
I
monkey,
thought you were
goddamn.
like snapping them, which is pretty
In my mind, Paco shot it already. In my mind, Paco already took it out, so I'm just showing off
But
now.
why like quarter the monkey? Like
To show that I'm part of the tribe.
We're gonna get 4 horses. Tie each
They're gonna give me-
leg to
they're gonna
them,
give me my
and
adult name
run in
after
different
that, but-
directions.
When that's done, we're gonna get back to the village and we're gonna have a whole celebration, and I'm gonna get my adult name.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Stretch
saying?
Armstrong.
But if
We
you
call that guy the strong arm. Oh man, come back and fucking
Fucking take over Frank Azar's spot.
Frank Azar. What's up, the new strong arms in town, my guys?
Justice starts running ads. Rip the arms off of a New World monkey.
You ever rip the arms off a monkey? Metaphorically, join my new coaching system.
Because I've done it literally.
Anyways, yeah, monkey is probably the hardest one. Otherwise, fuck it, I'll eat anything. A horse. I'll eat a cat if it's not mine.
Mammals? You eat any mammals?
All the mammals for sure.
What about like
Lizards and stuff? I would eat as many as like the people who eat them are like knowing about, right? So like I don't know enough about lizards and shit to be in like a survival situation and go, I'm gonna fuck this thing up and eat it because I don't want to get sick, right?
Right.
And I don't know enough.
Lizards be reptiles.
But when you know, and they're like, hey, dude, like those the little
venomous?
Like the little flat looking ones, those ones are cool. But the big iguana looking ones,
Poisonous
you don't
if
want to
you
eat
eat it
those.
and it gets you sick.
Iguana, people be eating iguana everywhere.
I know, no, I'm just saying, like, if I had a
squirrels in
spot,
some
right,
places.
and that's what the locals say about it, then maybe that's the way I would probably lean.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know no better. But otherwise, like, I mean, if somebody somewhere eats that shit, Justin is interested in trying it once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to eat a kangaroo? Well, if you know a good recipe, I want to try that.
I've heard that it tastes like horse.
See, if you know, if you got a horse, if you got a good recipe, I want to try that. Because I've also heard from hunters that that the idea that meats, different animals don't really taste good isn't a truth about an animal's flesh taste. It's a truth about folks being ignorant in preparing them, right? So people talk bad about like catfish when they catch them because they don't cut the fat off the catfish. And but once you do, it's a delicious fry, right? But if you don't, you get that muddy, fishy taste that people are like, oh, catfish is muddy. And it's like, well, no, whoever prepared it just didn't cut the fat off the bottom of it, you know? And there's little things like that where it's like, if you ask the people who eat that animal, you know, who have eaten that animal for generations.
Yeah.
Like if you ask my family what to do with a green chili, you know, you might have better luck than if you find green chili and you're just chomping on it. And you're like, green chili's all right, but, you know.
Spicy.
It's like, yeah, it's
hard
like
to eat.
You know, you didn't even roast it. You're just eating a vegetable. This is weird.
Like you got to put that
That's
shit in like
healthy for
a fucking heat and then a baggie.
Oh, yeah, you
then you got to take the shit off. And
Yeah,
then
we
you
gotta add some. We gotta add
cut
some
it
fat
and
to
like
it and some.
like it's a whole process that you can't just assume you're gonna know how to work with, right? Like, and imagine like, I mean, horse is a pretty interesting animal, right? Because it's not so much like any of the like a cow, right? Cow and horse, they're pretty similar. Hooven animals. That word's so funny. What? It sounds racist. Yeah, it kind of does.
Edgar Hooven over here.
The song I'm going to put on the on the playlist this week has the word behooven in it. Like in the line, something like, "Who do you think you behooven?"
That's a good one.
It
about
fucking
that
cracks me
animal.
up every time too. But he writes that beat real nice. I like that song. I don't even know his name, Felix or no Xavier.
I don't even know what songs I'm gonna put on. I barely put my songs for last episode on earlier today. Sorry for y'all who pay attention to that, which is
19 likes on that. Let's get it up to 20.
Otherwise, the rest of us just play it. But yeah, I mean, they're on there now. I don't know what the fuck I would do this next week. Well, y'all want to start wrapping up? Excuse me. Do we got anything else we want to say about Tokyo or any other topics we want to touch on before we wrap up?
How much drifting do you think you'll do?
I'd eat a carrot.
Too fast, too curious.
Ooh.
See, that's the thing is that they do have like a big culture out there.
The car
of,
culture is
like,
cool in
dude, it's-
Japan.
I like even if I don't see the lowrider shows, I do want to definitely see like
Catch one of those like
at some point.
van fucking they drift like fucking econo vans and shit
Yeah,
out there,
fucking
lower
the
them down
low-key
and
trucks, low key vans. I
oh, those are tight
so
too.
fucking bad.
There's so much cool car culture in Japan.
For about like 7,000 all in, you can buy.
Do you got
and
any ins in the
import a
culture?
little,
Do you got any folks that you know out there or that like
No,
folks that
absolutely.
are in the program know out there?
No,
No
absolutely
connections.
not.
You're gonna
Nope. There are
and you
people
don't
that
drink.
have gone back that are going back from last year, but like it's not like anything that's
Yeah, but you just got to learn how to sweeten up the bartenders and doormen and figure out where the cool spots are to go. Those seem to be always some good plugs on.
Hey, what's
cool shit.
speaking of plugs, we should put up fucking Erick's Venmo. Y'all wanna donate to Erick's trip to Tokyo. somebody send this fucking guy something that'll get him to the top of the tip top skyscraper.
I got 10 yen on it, baby, right up front.
Yeah, I got about
that's,
four. I got about 4-5 yen. What's that about? 0.2 cent.
0.008 cent.
$1 is 135 yen. So you know math.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's about it. I gave you 2 cents.
about right.
Yeah, I don't know mental math like that. That's crazy. Goddamn. But no, I'm just I'm excited for it. I think it's a cool opportunity to be able to tell the story that's just not really told. A lot of the DACA stories are based around like, oh man, if it goes away, the economy loses this much money. You know, these many families are going to be like affected by it. They're going to lose their jobs, and it's like, you know, seeing more through this, being seen more as just the labor that like we produce.
Yeah.
So like,
Or what? I mean, I think it's gonna be a good introspection into just also humanizing the DACA recipients, because you're right. It's like when it gets talked about, it's always talked about in like that bird's eye view. Oh, the DACA people, you know, those people on DACA, we have to care about them. Then there's people that are like, you know, over there talking and like promoting ideas for DACA, but you still don't ever really know anything about the like people that are on DACA in a personal sense. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm excited for this documentary. And that's why I think it's important too that you vlog it.
I want to, but the big thing is battery life. To be honest, it's fucking hate to be able to have that many batteries and memories to fill up like that much.
Somebody
space. It's
donate
expensive.
Somebody donate 1,000 yen real quick so that this fool could buy 6 extra batteries when he's out there.
Nope, it's $90 a battery.
Okay.
Stupid.
All right.
Instead
Well,
of batteries, we're getting
that's
Eric
5 batteries still for about 1,300 yen. We'll get this for 5 batteries. Okay, fuck somebody. Hook play up. I got the first 4 yen on it.
4 yen on it. No, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be tight. If y'all want to see a little preview of the people that are gonna be going, I'll share from this page the little trailer that I did, just interviewing everybody that's in the program, telling their stories, where they're from, what they're looking forward
Dude,
towards.
and I want that from you too, though. But I want it from a phone, and I want it 30 seconds, 60 seconds a day. It could be a quick journal.
I'll be doing that because, like, at the end of the day, I'll have like the program is only like from morning till like 5 or 6. So like at the end, it's gonna be more like just doing whatever we want. I'll probably like separate for a little bit and go like.
I just think it's
do a little
important
thing,
that
especially that second week for sure.
the story's important, but the storyteller is just as, if not more important, for this particular story. Because you're a DACA recipient covering.
You're part of the story.
Yeah, you are a part of this story. You just happen to be the
And you
one
have
with
the best
camera.
perspective to tell your story, right?
And you have the
like,
best perspective to tell a story, period. Because a lot of these people are not even in that frame of mind in the moment. They're just experiencing. Whereas while you're experiencing, you're going to be thinking about stories. So even if that's what we get to hear for a minute a day, you know, at the end of the day, we walked around this, we shot these things. It was crazy when I saw this thing going on. And I really appreciated somebody's outlook that they said this about this thing, because it reminded me of my mom doing this, that, blah, 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 because everything ties back into how people are just motherfuckers and how everybody is just like everybody else, no matter what you're doing. That's what makes the stories fun. But we don't know any, like, we talk about DACA, you know, obviously besides you. When I talk about DACA, I'm thinking about you personally. I don't know anybody else on DACA. Not that are my homies. You know, nobody that I could call on the phone and talk to. Nobody I've cried in front of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no DACA recipients besides you. So you're the DACA recipient that comes to my mind. And it's like opening that door to everybody else, not only seeing you, but then all of the people is like fucking cool. Tokyo just happens to be the backdrop, to be honest. That's just like a fucking cool thing that you get to do while you're doing it. You could do this story in fucking Colorado Springs, and I'd still be excited about it.
Yeah. I do like the change of pace. Like you mentioned, like it's always like a threat that it's going away, right? Like, which I feel is like a little propaganda-ish of like, you know, the fucking master just being like, we gave it to you and we can take it away, right? I brought you into this world, I can take you out, kind of shit. And to tell a story in a different perspective of how this shit is winning, how this shit is changing people's lives, and that it's not going to stop, or that it's just not about the threat of it stopping, right? If this is lost, or if we lost this, and it's just about the experience of these people who are just fucking people. Right, just people trying to experience the world, trying to be able to live their lives.
And this is one of the perils that they go through sometimes. These extra bullshit fucking applications to, what do they call it? Extended parole? Like, what a fucking name.
Advanced parole? Like,
Advanced
that was
parole?
the name
What
of
a
my fucking
name.
metal album in high school.
That's what I hope my cousin in prison gets.
Right? Like, what a name to say, like, oh, you're undocumented, which is already like kind of a weird word too. You're undocumented. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to leave the country. You got to get some advanced parole for that because you're a goddamn inmate to us. You are a fucking commodity. Oh man, when you said that earlier, my blood boiled.
Dude, that's a wild way to say that. And so, and again, they're just people, right? So other people are going through their things, and they're going, they're all mad at the DMV, and to just see the perspective of like fucking DMV, try getting advanced parole,
right?
From a country that you don't know anywhere else.
You got to have companies.
Right? Am I right about that? Like, what other country?
You have to have itinerary.
Hold on.
Eric said they have itineraries.
That's true, but let me ask this question: do you remember Mexico?
I remember specific moments of it. I remember we used to live in front of like I think what was a junkyard, and then there was like a little store at the corner. I remember having a tricycle with a big rainbow front wheel.
Tight.
And then I remember when we first got a toaster, me and my cousin were just sitting there like toasting like a whole like loaf of bread. That's like, like those, it's just like very sparse moments that I remember like that. Most of it just through conversation with my parents, but like not like anything specific. Yeah.
Nah, see, and that's such a wild perspective too, because I think, and I bet that's similar to a lot of or at least some of the other folks that you're gonna be with.
Sure.
And there's this idea when some folks, y'all motherfuckers know who I'm talking about, talk about DACA.
Jeremy.
They like they have this picture in their head of like this like enemy illegal person, Mm-hmm. And then it's like you get to meet these fucking people that are just dudes, like they're just, and chicks and motherfuckers that are just out here trying to be, that also want to see Tokyo and also grew up in this country, or some didn't grow up in the country the same way, grew up in a different way, and like all just like all the different ways that life can happen, rather than seeing it as this fucking political agenda or ammunition for one side or the other, right? So it's always like feel victimize the DACA recipients for this political agenda, or demonize them for this political agenda, and this one's like, how about just humanize them for the sense of that motherfuckers exist, and it's tight to know that other people are alive. Like, I'm really excited about this. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I don't know if I'm going off the rails. Sometimes my own thought train, it goes hyperspeed.
It's a fucking thought bullet train over here, bud.
It's a bullet train.
Yeah,
but
this is where they got the idea for the bullet train in Japan.
I came up with that when I was 3 years old.
That's right.
I sent it to never mind.
They thought it was an anxiety attack. Nope, stroke of genius.
No, but like for real, like growing up, I was like, hey, they should put metal on the like all the roads so that we can like have like hoverboards with like magnets on the other side. They should probably do that if they fix potholes with not Oreos. Yeah, no, this is tight. It's I've had the privilege of talking to like some of the fellows that are gonna going out there, and it's like there are these very like connecting themes that kind of all just kind of happen, of like recognizing the status and what that meant at like very specific moments in like in life, specifically like in high school when you're like applying for FAFSA and like applying for college and going through that whole process was like is one of the big connecting themes that I've heard, is like, yeah, that was the first moment that I realized like, there's some shit going on.
Yeah.
But like No, it's cool because it is a very like diverse set of people that come from like South America, the Philippines, Mongolia.
Hell yeah.
Some of them are like actually gonna be going home for the first time in like 20 years. So it's
Whoa.
like, oh, it's tight. Like,
Yeah.
So dope, dude.
So like then I'm like just more thankful for the program and like the homegirls that like kind of set it up because it's all undocumented women led and it's tight.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to them because like
What's it called?
the big program is Scholar Fund is the organization that's running
Everybody
it.
look up Scholar Fund and like that shit on all the social medias. Give them a little bit of support.
Scholar Fund Y on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Washington based.
No, I mean I'm so excited for you. I think it's gonna be so dope. I just know, I've known you for a few years now, and I'm talking about, and as incredible as you are behind the lens, I know that you are a very modest person when it comes to coming in front of the lens. You feel the same anxieties that we feel. And we assume that because you're the lens holder that you would like not have those things and have to get through them. But I know that you're like a modest dude who doesn't think about himself in the situation a lot. For what it's worth, a lot of times when I always tell Eric to flip the camera to him, it's because I want him to be in it, and he's so focused in his role and what he's doing that he's more worried about us doing the right thing on camera, and he has no thought process about displaying and being a part of the show, even though he is obviously a pivotal and foundational part of the show. You know, even not just even as a co-host, as a character on the show, as everything. And I want to make sure that I just tell you when you're out there, don't forget about you, because we give a fuck about that. Specifically me, I give a fuck about that. I am very excited to hear every single story, but if I don't get it from your perspective, I'm gonna feel cheated. In a sense. And that doesn't mean that the documentary has to be your perspective. You could do whatever you like with that. That is your baby. I'm telling you, on the side hustle, as your homie, I'm not accepting any, as your business friend and your business partner, I'm not accepting anything less than a fucking a 60-second vlog a day. I want a recap. At the very least, something that gives your context to the experience and not just theirs. Just like getting to know the storyteller while listening to the story that involves the storyteller and all the other folks. That's incredible to me. So yeah, anyway.
So if you're looking for somebody to like record your piece and you guys have some extra money, want to take me to Japan with you, I think I can fit in.
Y'all
want to
donate some yen? We could send Steve to Japan too.
Yeah. Send Steve to Japan next week.
Fuck it. Donate a gang of yen and send all of us.
Eric can't record all this himself. Like if he needs to make his own his DACA documentary, I think is what that would be then at this point.
I think
a DACA documentary.
See, now you're getting it.
So if you guys have some openings, I mean, I have an old Canon G10. I can bring that. I got my own hardware, dude. Like I can come with you and I'll just do the recording of you doing that where you don't have to do anything. I'll just record you the whole time.
Yeah.
I only have one battery too though, so I need some of that battery money as well.
If it ends up not working out, would you call it a DACA caca memory?
I think it would be a caca memory. I don't think I could do it.
We probably wouldn't disrespect DACA that way because it's not DACA's fault. We probably just cut that part out entirely, call it a cockumentary.
Appreciate it.
Cockumentary.
All right. Well, I think this cockumentary is over. Anything else you have to say, Steve? Let's go, Steve first.
Yeah. Let's blame Scotch tape and Post-it notes for polluting the world and giving us all cancer.
Band-Aids too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
it's 3M, right? Yeah.
Yep. All 3M products. They've polluted every body of water on Earth and knew about it and didn't stop it. And hey,
but also the microplastics and all that stuff.
There's a lot to it, but that's for maybe another show.
The optimist in me says that there is a kid out there right now that is just as pissed, except for he's early enough to begin this journey and fix that problem for us. I don't mean to put it and rely on somebody else. I just mean in the optimism of human life. That seems to be a theme sometimes. that when we get cool shit, it's because people do whack shit and somebody else cooler comes and fixes it, and then we get really cool shit out of it. So we can only hope for the best, because if not, it's RIP the rest of us. But in any case, I remember the science fair that you got me into. I remember there was a kid that was doing some wild shit with the pond near his house because it was polluted and he wasn't able to swim in it. Boy was like 10 or 11 years old. So he was determined. He had some new product that he was pitching to Denver Water to clean the fucking joint so he could swim in his pond. It was wild as fuck. And if he could do it, some of the motherfucker, it could be you. You could do it, kid. Get out there and be somebody. Know what I'm talking about?
If you're a kid watching this, why?
And Eric, because he wants to go to Tokyo. So Eric, you got anything else to say? Any last words for this particular episode?
I was gonna hold it for as long as I could.
Damn, I thought you were hitting us with the Nardwar right there. I was like, that's what we're doing. We're hitting the Nardwar at the end.
Yeah, ooh, because I have to go turn it off over there.
Nardwar.
Go turn off the. Go turn
Anyways,
it off.
shout out to the Riveras for commenting.
Hell yeah, Beto and my lady.
Yeah.
Those are all my peoples right there, boy. Those are all my supporters.
Your accountant and your lady.
My accountant and my love. Eh?
Two most important people in your life.
One holds my money, one holds my heart. Eh?
Who's who? Figure it out on the next episode.
Cut it out.
All right, it's been a Lone Ranger versus Tonto in this motherfucker. Unless Eric has something to say, we out.
Fucking Justin's late for his wrestling match. Fucking knee brace. Oh, damn.
I said I need a backiotomy.
A what?
Oh, check out the podcast. Check out the playlist. Blue buttons to the right that says "Stop streaming." No, on the screen you're gonna have to. Yep, right there.
I give everyone a salutation, Eric. Give away for the thumbnail.
Check out the playlist. I'm gonna put the 3 songs that I'm excited to listen to in Japan.
Big smile.